For the review, I want to show you some stuff I picked up early this morning. I picked up this skateboard for $5 with this crate. Not the Kiss crate. And this is me mumbling on about how I got the crate and I got all these action figures for 20 bucks. But I got this crate here. Not the Kiss one, but this crate here for $5. Plus the skateboard thrown in for free. This box, this little, like this toy chest is pretty cool. And I really wanted one, and I almost painted the one that I got with the Kiss. The Kiss one I painted, I almost painted this Ninja Turtle, and I think I say that later in this video, but I wanted to make sure I changed it, and I'm happy I didn't paint it because that would have been a pain in the butt, and I'm happy I have the Kiss one because I don't think those exist. And mine is customized to me, but this Ninja Turtle one was cool, and especially for $5, you had to have purchased it. $5 is nothing. That's change in your pocket for this Ninja Turtle crate. You can stick all your Ninja Turtle stuff in. Anything you need, blankets, you can stick Ninja Turtle figures on top. Yeah. Now, let's start the review. Welcome to After School Reviews. Please subscribe, turn on the bell icon. Please like this video and leave a comment down in the comment section. Today we'll be having a look at the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Casey Jones and Raphael in Disguise 2-pack. Raphael, whatever. This set here was a set that I planned on getting when I saw it. I think they revealed it at Toy Fair, I believe. And I was like, oh my gosh, Casey Jones. And okay, it's a 2-pack. I want another Raphael in Disguise. Cool, I'll buy it. Then they had this whole, well, the figure's going to be hard to get. You know, Walmart exclusive. Well, then finally I just ran into it. And I found it at my Walmart, and I know San Diego had already happened, so I'd seen some of the new reveals. Money's going to be a little stiff. I might have to skip out on that Gremlin stripe, the stripe that's Santa with the little itty bitty gizmo. That's like a smaller gizmo, I believe, than the ultimate gizmo. Just a little bit. It's got to probably half the scale of that, to be honest with you. But yeah, here's this set of figures here. Now everybody's talking about Casey Jones, and yeah, but I also like this Raphael in Disguise. And I was hoping this would be the GameStop Wave 2 head, where his teeth are more showing, if you know what I'm talking about. It's not. It's just a standard, but you can see it's the same as the other packaging of the Turtles. Like, here's the GameStop ones, because I feel like, you know, it's kind of set up the same with that picture in the front. Yeah, and everything on the side, the top of the packaging. So it's very much, it'll blend in with the rest of your figures, whether you have GameStop or whatever. And if you have the San Diego, it should still blend in. But there's the back of the packaging there with a nice little read-up, if you want to read that there. Casey Jones. There's Casey Jones here. Not a quarter scale picture, which is one of the first. And this also looks like it's actually this scale, the 7-inch scale Ninja Turtle Raph on this side here. But we'll have a closer look at these figures open and out of their packaging. So usually I show it in a different angle, but who cares? This is a different angle for this video here, so that you can see all the accessories thrown out here rather than one by one, and I can get still detailed up close and personal with like the goalie thingy. And this looks like the goalie block, like you block it, you know, the goalie. I guess that makes sense. And then that one there, which is more just the straight hockey player. All these extra hands Casey comes with, few for if you're holding it a certain way, if you're wanting to show a relation between two things and such like that. 2 baseball bats, the carrying case. Raphael comes with 2 headbands, like the wavy parts, and he actually comes with 3 because he has the new Walmart exclusive one down here with both sides. So if you bought this figure, make a mold of that and just repaint it, and you could skip out on the Walmart releases, just use that same mold. It might get old, but it would look cool. He also comes with his hat and all that there, and then he has this here, and he also comes with a backpack on him, and then there's Casey. And Casey Jones looks about how you'd expect. He looks pretty good. So I guess we'll take a nice close look here of Casey Jones, and man, he does look really nice. I do have to say, just get a nice glimpse here of the figure. Now, I'm not going to talk about, oh, the removable head and all that. I don't care. I probably wouldn't even use the head, to be honest with you. I would just use this head, so I don't really care if we get an unmasked head or not. due to legal stuff and all that. You can take this mask off, and it is under there. You just have to tool it and sculpt and fill in and do some other such and such like that. But you can see here, he has like these little socks you can see in between the these pajama pants. These, you know, just sweats, I guess. It's kind of weird to see a figure wearing that. It's weird to see this area kind of weird like that. But you know, maybe Casey Jones is packed. Here's the shoes. They're basically just black. I really don't see any dry brushing or anything like that on them. You could certainly do it yourself, but they do have a nice sculpt going for them with the straps and everything like that, the laces. The vest is removable, but you're probably going to get a weird looking figure. A thing with me is if dirt's on the figure, I want it to be in the cracks. On the shirt, the torso, it is in the cracks, which makes it look really nice. But around here, it's not really in the cracks. It's kind of on the top, and that just doesn't look good to me. I've always been I'll give it a wash. Lighter colors need to be dry brushed, and that's kind of what here that you can see. There's dry brushing right here on the vest here. You can see the buttons there, but there is a little bit of dry brushing there and around, I guess around the back too, which looks nice. Lighter colors go on top. I would have preferred maybe even a 3-colored shirt for Casey Jones, just a really dramatized color. Gray being the base, white, black being the wash, and white being the dry brushing. The mask is done nicely, as you can see here. You can see the eyes in there. You can also see the mouth and the nose. Really weird, close enough. The hair is something I'm kind of ashamed that I wish Neca would have maybe done some dry brushes on, because it is just sort of this one color hair here, and that's not really a thing that I'm digging. You see it? That could be done a little bit better, Neca. The sculpt is there. The sculpt is awesome. Where's the paint? Many of you are probably thinking that doesn't need paint, but man, it would look a whole lot better if you guys would repaint that yourselves. You can see the strap there. It's a little messy up here on the hair, but you're getting real close. I can't see that, and I'm looking real hard. Chest hair's there. Just noticed that. That's pretty cool. Muscles, arm hair's also sculpted in there and washed. Gloves are nicely done. They almost have this net, like they're webbing or something. Interesting. Back of the shirt. Nice. Everything's nice about this Casey Jones. I haven't actually fiddle fart with him. You know, mess with him and check with him and all that sort of stuff. But man, you can see that he looks as cool as you would expect. And a lot of people are complaining about these elbows. They're not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Look at that range of motion. And I'm not a big articulation guy, but Casey Jones needs it. Okay, for a movie figure, he's quite in the movie. He's quite you know, he's not just standing still. He's quite moving around. And man, Casey does look like he is angry. This is a nice figure. Really gets the anger going. Even though Casey Jones in the movie's not super like he is in the cartoon, but still very nice. Now let's have a look at Raphael. This is going to be a long video, folks. Here's Raph in his trench coat and everything. I think he looks pretty cool. I think if you were to get one Ninja Turtle 1990 movie set, this is it. I'm being honest. If you're not the biggest Turtle fan, or you are the biggest Turtle fan, but you don't have that much money, just get this. Get Raphael and Casey Jones. You have a movie-specific scene, and you also have a Raphael figure and a Casey Jones. A great 2-pack for friendship and for Ninja Turtle friends. If you're just wanting to have your collection, just have these two guys. I think these guys, if I had just these two, I'd be happy. I'd be happy without the other guys. These two could be in action, the figures kicking butt together, killing, you know, or being in anything they wanted to be, you know. But so this is the same Raphael figure. I've already digested. Man, that camera's moving a lot this review. My bad. But I checked to see if this is the same as the Gremlin body we just got, or for the Gremlin jacket, and it's not. Dropped something. Let me pick that up. here's the backpack Raphael comes with. Really nice. It's cast in this, I think, green color, and it's a little hollow, but it is dry brushed, so that's nice. It could have been given a wash. It's painted nicely here with the buckles here. On my eyes, that looks perfectly painted. On camera, maybe not 100% because you're real close. Little straps here are nice. They're a little weird in color. They go from light to dark, but that well, I guess that makes sense. I guess that'd be a different material because it does feel different rather than just being unpainted. Something I would have actually preferred about this guy is if this cloth would have been sculpted. I know that's weird, but I would have almost preferred, and a lot of people are probably, how would they do that or why would they do that? I don't know. I'm always a sculpt person guy. I still think it looks fine. It looks great. I'm used to the whole cloth thing. A lot of people like the cloth thing. It looks perfect. I think it looks fun in this, but I almost would like to see a fully sculpted version of the trench coat, and then just get all these wrinkles and everything in it, and still have the full articulation in the arms. And I think it'd be really cool. Is that just me? Comes with the hat. You can take the hat off, but very cool. Head's the same as the other Raph. It's not like the GameStop Wave 2 where the teeth are showing, and I'm going to try to do that. I might go ahead and try to do that now. I do really want to do that. But here's the straps. I'm going to show you Raphael underneath all this so you can see it's the same Raph. Here's this Raphael, and yes, it's not a middle finger, but I'm representing it to be a middle finger because it's Raph. It would just make sense. So I stuck an alternate hand on this this finger here. But there he is. It's the same as the other one, except this time it has the bandana on both sides of the neck, which I've actually investigated. And if you wanted to, the other turtles that GameStop had came with, moving around, almost there. Give me Leonardo. Leonardo has 2 headbands in the box, right? Okay. Like 2 alternate interchangeable headbands. This one has 3. But 2 interchangeable ones that are the previous one. Now watch this. If you have those GameStop ones, or, well, yeah, if you have the GameStop ones, the Walmart ones are going to have this. You just take this bandana here, cut this part off of this one. It works with this figure, and for this one, you cut this part off. And somehow you're able to seam those together. I'm sure somebody can think of something and somehow get that perfectly aligned. And bingo wingo, you have both sides of the neck. I think it would look pretty good, and I think somebody should try and think on how to do that. I almost investigated to see if that's exactly what they did, but it was not. So, you know, it's a completely different sculpt. But that's how you guys should do it if you want the headbands on both sides. Either buy this, sculpt that, cast it, or, you know, make a mold of that, cast it, and then go from there. But I do like the headbands on here. Makes it look like it's a different figure. I like the headbands looking like that. Paint on this one's a little bit different than the other one. Just a tad areas. Some areas are darker and brighter. We'll get the other Raph out here, but I'll bet I'll forget. Knee pads I think are about the same. This part's glued on this version, which I like better because the other one's flopping up and down, but the other one might be glued. They just forgot to glue mine. Could be instance of that. But man, this Raphael still doesn't get old. Has nice detail. It's everything you would expect from a NECA Ninja Turtle 1990 figure. So it's got all that detail you want, all that posability you want, all that extra junk that you can do a whole bunch of stuff and just sit with the figure for hours and lose yourself messing with action figures, because that's sometimes what we need to do. Now, man, just look at that. Now if we get Casey Jones out here and you stick them next to each other, they still look equally as good, and I think they almost look better rather than having the cloth. The cloth is kind of distracting. But yeah, I guess I might put Raph back in his pack, or his disguise, his trench coat. But I love that you can kind of see just the difference in the figure. But you're paying $54. I paid $54 for this set at my Walmart. Just go to your Walmart and just wait, and it could be there. And that hand can't hold that. And I do want to specify something that did happen with my figure in particular was this joint here was glued, which was fine. I was able to fix it. But first time I've ever had a full series. Actually, you can see it was glued here too as well. So you can see it if you cross the arms. But man, right here, I spent, right there is the one spot, but I spent a long time over there. And you can see the plastic is white because it was glued and I had to just pull, and I got it hot. I had to sit there with the blow dryer for about a few minutes on that joint, and then I went to attack it. Still nothing, so I knew it's glued. It's not just fused. It's glued fused. Here is Casey Jones with his little baggie to hold stuff and such, and his 2 baseball bats. So you can see, just like that, the figure really comes together. He is kind of back heavy due to that stuff that's on the back of him. But especially if you have a blank space, if I'll just show you guys the blank space up here, it is kind of dirty. But usually there's boxes up there, so you're not going to usually see this. Oh, I'm going to disconnect from the motherboard. There we go. Just seeing the figure by itself really does put it in perspective. You just have a focal point, and the figure does come kind of to itself, to its senses, and you can kind of see that there. Well, Casey Jones by himself on a clear shelf. Issue number 2. Do you see the joint there? Almost looks like it's fused, don't it? Well, check out this hand, which is the same hand as the other hand here. So you see the ends. I noticed the ends being different at first. It's just, and then I felt them. See how hard this one, it doesn't really bend or anything, it just bends at the joint, which you can clearly see the joint there. Watch this one. Again, this one. That is not good. I guess somebody accidentally, I don't know how you would even make that mistake. The whole thing is injected with the rubbery hand mold plastic rather than the joint being, I don't know. But yeah, there's another issue I have with this. For Casey Jones, you can stick his hands in his pockets with the flat hands, and you can also, the other headbands work better with the hat for the hole in the back of the hat. The other way it does not work. Casey Jones comes with a lot of hands, comes with a lot of accessories. Clearly, you can get him into a whole bunch of different poses. I don't have the time for that, and especially for the next segment, I'm going to get every NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure out here for you guys, which is like a lot of figures, including some of the Toon stuff. Now, if you guys did this video and you had all the other stuff that they have released, especially the new Toon stuff or the Wave 1 Toon stuff, that would really suck, but it does suck to the length I'm doing it. So this should be the last Ninja Turtle video, so this I have to make sure I commit fully whenever I do this. So let's go ahead and get all the 1990 movie figures out and have a nice little shelf of what they would look like. And I'll probably use this and then I'll raise it up right above that so you can see what it looks like on a clean slate. Well, folks, I got all the turtles out. There was a little awkward silence there because I was deciding if I was going to go all the way across or not. So as you can see here, we have all the turtles. Usually, I've never shown this area in the room, but there we have every 1990 movie figure that's been released. That's the only figures I'm going to get. I'm not going to get any more from this movie. There's a 12-inch Gene Simmons. But here's the turtles by themselves. And then, of course, we still have this Raphael. So you can stick that Raph there and see, you know, if you want that Raph or whatever. It's the same Raphael, but there's Casey Jones. And I haven't even got to open the 2-packs yet. But I actually kind of like how this looks. This would look really cool if you just had a counter like this, and I'm sure some people do. But that looks pretty awesome, I do have to say. But for one movie, this is the most amount of figures I've ever bought for one movie. Period. Well, I say that, but I don't, does Ghostbusters count if I get more figures from different companies? I don't know. I think I still have more Ghostbuster figures because I have the Diamond Select, the Mattel ones, and then a few other ones that are thrown in there. So, I don't know. But I still feel like TMNT, that this is like the most figures I've ever bought because this is NECA. They're not cheap figures, but they're not expensive. They're very cheap figures, but they're high quality figures, so they're not just this set price. These are actually pretty cheap though. But you know what I'm saying, rather than the Mattel Ghostbusters, which are and they cost pretty nothing, but sometimes they can cost a lot. But here's all the details here. Now I am actually, I guess, going to open up the other set, and I'm going to show you a wall of TMNT on these walnut white little shelves. So let's get to that. And there it is, folks. Could have done it a little bit better. Could have done it a different way. But man, look at this room. If you just take a step back and you see You know, you just see that there. Like, if all the shelves were like this, they were like that at one point, just for like 2 weeks, different figures. But you can see we have this area here to Shredder and the Foots. You can see Splinter and Casey, the main turtle figures here. Above that we have the Toon 2-pack Wave 2. Toon 2-pack Wave 2 came out correctly. I have my vintage figures here besides that Michelangelo, which is still vintage, but I'm keeping it because that was actually kept in that person's personal collection with that Michelangelo, except Raphael. He was missing, so I got a new Raph. And there's Raph back there. Couldn't find space back here. But man, oh man, this is just, if you have enough room and such for that, the vintage figures go right there. That's why there's a blank space. Versus a blank space right there where the NECA figures go for sure. And a blank space up there where the other NECA Toon figures go. That just looks very awesome. You could remove the vintage ones if they look too tacky. You could put VHS tapes behind them is what I would advise doing. Kind of thicken up the area. But I think this is pretty cool. So thank you guys for watching After School Reviews. Today we were having a look at the Casey Jones and Raphael in Disguise 2-pack. Please subscribe. Turn on that bell icon. Please like this video and leave a comment down in the comment section. Go say something. What's your favorite turtle? What's your favorite set of turtles? Do you like the NECA TMNT wave? Do you think all the NECA TMNT figures? Do you want more NECA TMNT figures? Do you wish they would do more movie figures? Do you want a special one? Anything you want, go say in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the official After School Reviews Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.